What a find. What a find.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Good afternoon from Icmeler.
Ishmael.
We came on here, the first time we came to Turkey we came to Icmeler. That was about, we don't know, 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And we don't recognise the place.
I kind of remember, I do remember this.
Yeah. I mean, I think the last time we were here, this was a drain. Well, a river outlet. We don't remember much in the way of water in it, and we certainly don't remember all the boats. Obviously, it's well out of season now, so just about everything's closed. But you know, had you just dropped us on the seafront here, both of us would have gone, nope, don't recognise the place.
I would have said it might have reminded me of Ishmael.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a ghost town.
It is.
It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. I mean, we're out of season, so what do we expect?
We were in Marmaris, but we thought we'd come over here and see if we could find some lunch. I think we might be out of luck.
You did say, didn't you?
Yeah.
Probably better off in Marmaris because there was quite a few restaurants open.
Yeah.
I think on the way in we did see one.
Yeah.
But we're going to go and search because I really want a kebab.
Yeah. Let's see if we can go what we can go and find.
Yeah.
So we're on a bit of a mission, as we said before. We came here a few years ago, so we'll see if we can find it. This place is totally alien. We don't recognise hardly any of it. But we're on a mission, firstly to find the place where we stayed before.
I don't know why, it's a bit of a dump.
Yeah, it wasn't all that, but we thought we'd come and see if we could find it again. And also, we were just wondering, we found a tortoise. We didn't know they were wild, we thought they were domesticated, so we picked up this tortoise. It started itching at us. It wasn't until that we worked out that it was a wild one, so we thought, well, you know, wonder if we can find it again.
We're not looking for the tortoise, and there was quite a few tortoises afterwards.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something we found out then, that tortoises are wild in Turkey.
Who knew?
Yeah.
We didn't.
No.
Don't know if we find the van again, but we're on a magical mystery tour.
We are. What do you reckon, guys? All the comforts at home, eh?
We've also seen Harrods and Asda, so...
Yep. And a Sports Direct. Yeah, if they need anywhere to film an apocalypse film, come to Greece in the winter. Come to Turkey in the winter.
And if you want some free furniture too.
Yeah.
Guys, look at the size of that satellite dish. Jeepers. What are they trying to communicate with people on the moon? Lord of mercy. Do you reckon the people on the moon have got soap operas? Who knows? Who knows indeed. It's starting to feel familiar. We think we found it. We think it's this apartment block here. How sad are we trying to find it? Yeah, this is it. Definitely, for sure. Hello.
Hello. Morning, guys. Or afternoon, or whatever time it is. We're out.
I haven't got my watch on.
Yeah.
Who knows?
For us, it's morning because we haven't had lunch yet.
Oh yeah.
We've left Icmeler,
Ishmael.
having got yourself a tattoo, innit?
Yeah, new tattoo.
New tat. We'll show you.
Yeah.
We'll,
And I've had this one
and we'll,
sort of like redone. So I'm a bit sore. Sore.
And we were driving. We saw this lake, and there's a waterfall, but we couldn't get in. We couldn't get parked.
Yeah.
There was no obvious parking. There was a bit of a dirt track, but we're a little bit wary of dirt tracks at the moment.
Yeah.
We've had a few rough rides. So,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce the place where we are, but There we go. That's where we are.
And the lake is huge.
Yeah, lake's huge. So we just pulled over here because the place where we put in on the nag, on the what 3 words, when we were looking at it on the satellite view, it looked okay, but when we pulled up, it was not suitable. There was not really any access, and it was full of beehives. So probably somebody owns it.
Yeah.
So we just kept going, and then we pulled off onto this town just to get down to the lake.
Busy.
Yeah, it's quite a busy town. Come down some quite interestingly narrow streets, and yeah, we stopped by the lake. So we're gonna have a look around, see what we can find.
And there's lots of water everywhere. Look at all the water
Yeah,
pipes. Show
yeah,
them.
yeah. There's loads of water around.
Show them those ones.
Yeah.
So you need water.
Looks like there's plenty of water around. No worries at all.
Let's have a taste of it. That's seriously flooded, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's good. Look at water. Lunch.
Lunch. See what we can find. So, if you're ever in this place, which I'm not going to pronounce, over there, you can see Pizza King. Now we've just had what they call a medium pizza, which is about 10 or 12 inch pizza. Decent sized fries and 6 chicken strips. Now they're not the sort of size of chicken strips you normally get, they were huge. And the whole lot come to 102 lira. How can it be so cheap in Turkey and so expensive in the UK? Because something like that in Pizza Hut or anything like that would have been at least 20 quid. Oh yeah, you got a bottle of Coke as well.
So, my love, what's your thoughts of this place?
Yeah, it's really nice. I can imagine in the summer it's quite heavy, but this out of season time, okay, it looks a little bit drab and a little bit run down, but there's enough stuff open, provided you don't want to go on any of the tours. If you just want to enjoy the place for what it is, this is great.
Yeah.
It's peaceful, it's calm. If you're brave enough, you can even go for a swim. You know,
Yep.
everything's here.
Saw a few people out in the canoes, didn't we?
Yeah, I reckon you could still get yourself a boat if you ask the right people if you wanted to go out. You can certainly fish. We've seen some fishermen.
Lovely.
Lovely.
So, a bit back up the ways, I didn't film it, but there was a bit of a parking area, but probably every 20
I dunno,
feet,
yeah.
10 feet, there was signs up saying no camping cars or similar accommodation cars to be parked there. I don't know if that was at any time or...
Yeah, I didn't give any time.
That's how the cats get their food, jumping in the bins. And there's a lot of wild cats around here. And this is the dogs. They just lay down anywhere. Another kip. There was quite a few in this bit here. There was somebody walking their dog and they all come charging out. Woof, woof, woof. Just stop dead and just don't do nothing. Quite happy. Was it? Good morning from a rainy Turkey. We are in a
Gokek, is it?
Gokek.
Gokek?
Yeah, very pretty. Gokek, yeah. Well, we put the correct name down on the screen. So we're in a very pretty town. It's got a bit of a marina going on, as you can see. And as as it's raining, we thought we'd come for a coffee. So we're having a macchiato, which is espresso with milk. We didn't know that.
not coffee aficionados.
Yeah, no, I like coffee, but no, not coffee aficionados. But it's really nice. I'm having some avocado on toast as a bit of a mid-morning snack.
Yeah, mid-morning snack, yeah.
And Kevin is having pancakes, which I'm like, he could have had pancakes indoors, but he didn't choose pancakes. He had wheat bix, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I had some mixed fruit and what have you. So, yeah, it's nice to have here. Huge umbrellas. It's called Blues. Very festive. I like it. Very nice. So, we'll see you later. Good afternoon, guys. We are in Tulos. It's ancient Greek. It is a ruin of Lycian hilltop citadel near the resort of Skidamnia. It's believed to be one of the most important religious Lycian sites and settlements, and it's believed to have begun more than 4,000 years ago. That's the amphitheatre. Can't go any closer because it looks like they're doing a bit of work to it, hence all the stones. I don't know whether they're going to put it back together again, but yeah, I hate to think what used to go on in here. Proper dodge stuff more than likely. And look, more ruins over there, which we're going to have a look at in a minute. Is it in English, honey?
Yeah, it is.
The Ottoman Empire. You've had the Persians here, the Romans. Anybody could have taken anything that was buried there. And look at the detail there. When I first come here, I thought maybe there were windows, but they're clearly not. Absolutely fascinating. Kevin's just taking pictures of the red squirrel. There he is. I was just saying how amazing it was. What they could build with just like such primitive, what we would call primitive tools. I mean, look at the edging there as well. Just amazing. How straight the lines and everything. Stunning. So the 19th century was the last time anybody was here.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. So let's have a quick look. I mean, like here, did they start to do stuff?
No, I think that's decoration.
Just decoration?
Yeah.
I don't mean just.
Because it's like false windows. You know?
Yeah. So large, some of them. So, if any of you are wondering, it cost us a huge 12 lira.
12 and a half?
Oh, 12.5 lira, even more expensive. So at the moment, we're getting about 15 lira to the pound, so less than a pound to come and visit. Cool. Awesome. Very nice. And you don't have to pay to get into that bit. Well, you're not allowed to get into that bit, but like, you know, to get to see it. I should imagine this gets very busy on a warm summer's day, a warm spring day, warm autumn day. Not so busy maybe on a hot summer's day. There's quite a bit of climbing to do.
Unfortunately, we couldn't film it. I mean, we didn't like to ask. The language wasn't. We got away with it. Let's put it that way. We've just been invited into a gentleman's house. He runs the restaurant. We met his family, and he gave us tea
And
bread,
bread,
cheese, olives.
Yep.
And he got us to try some chilies.
I did try the chili. The chili, it was hot.
It was.
And now he's allowing us to park outside his restaurant for the night.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
And he's given us some more destinations to go to.
Yep. That'd be good.
Them clouds look a bit interesting coming down there, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. I think might get a bit of weather tonight. But yeah, and he sold us a bottle of, what do they call it?
Oh, it's made with grapes.
Yeah, it's made with grapes. It's really nice.
Yeah, like a syrupy stuff that
Yeah.
you dip your bread in.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, do you sell it? He said somebody in the village, so his wife went and got some for us. I was hoping for a 500 milliliter one, but we got a litre one. So that was it 100?
Yeah, he said 100. So he said a kilo was 50 lira. So we thought, yeah, we'll have some of that. And he come back with a litre bottle and he said that's 2 kilos. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. It was very. I felt awkward though, them not eating with us.
Yeah, it felt a bit funny, but
yeah, but they were friendly. Hey, you guys. Hello. We've got some stray dogs.
we got some dogs following us.
Hello.
People equals food.
Yeah. So,
But this place is definitely worth a visit.
definitely.
And when I was having a bit of a read up, yeah, we've done that again. One of the reviews said that I'm guessing it was the guy there. He sells orange juice because he gave us some oranges.
And they were so sweet.
And they were so sweet. And they said, if you go there, have some of his orange juice because it's absolutely brilliant. Right, that will be that for this evening.
Yes.
We're going to go and find somewhere flatter to park our van, because at the moment
it's a bit screwy.
it is, yeah. We ain't sleeping like that.
No.
So, as he said, we can park outside of his restaurant. We'll have to make it an early start because he's going to be knocking on the door giving us breakfast. And,
yeah. We've only got only so much dollar left.
We've only got so much cash in hand. So.
Yeah.
So we will bid you farewell and probably pick you up tomorrow. Yeah, pick you up tomorrow maybe.
So guys, good morning to you. And we have come to, it's called the Greek Ghost Village. So back in the day, I'll tell you the dates, the Greek community that lived here were exiled. They had to go back to Greece, and they allowed the few people or the small community that was in Istanbul to stay. And in retaliation, the Turkish that were in Greece at the time were exiled back to Turkey as well. So there's a huge village. How many houses? Can you remember? 200 and something houses?
Yes, 200 odd houses. Yeah, I think it was 200 odd houses. So when they sort of swapped villages, if you like, so the Greeks that left here went back to Greece, and the Turks that were in Greece came back here. The Greeks that left here went and lived in the place where the Turks used to live. But when the Turks came back here, they said this place, they didn't feel like they were going to live here because it was full of ghosts. So they didn't live here, and that was it. It got left.
Yeah. So there is a part of the town over this way that has started to be re-inhabited with locals. They did say there was rumours that this was a UNESCO site, but that's not true, which is sad in a way. But yeah, but look how steep some of these hills were for people to have got to them, to the houses. So we'll have a bit of a moozy, and we will put more information down about it, because I read up about it yesterday and I've forgotten most of it. Not good at retaining information, sorry.
Yeah, we're actually doing research now.
Yeah. Wow. Well, this one's clearly got its roof. Bit of a window going on. Look how thick the walls are. That's a good 1.5 feet. And this obviously would be where they had the fireplace. I say that though, it's not really much of a chimney. It's about the same sort of space we've got in the van. In fact, this is more space than we've got in the van. Yeah. So obviously this has been carved into the hill. Well, no, look here.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, stone. It's really cool, actually. And it's quite warm in here.
Yeah.
It's quite fascinating. So it cost an extortionate 12.5 lira, which is less than £1, to get in. Each. And because it's been wet, it's a bit slippery, but it's amazing. So there's 12 chapels and 2 churches, a school here. They all had their own water system, which was outside the house.
Yeah, there was no springs in the village, so they had tanks outside.
Yeah, and they have their own heating. Look how far back it goes, guys.
Yeah.
All the way up the hill. Let's have a look in this one. Everyone must have been fit. No one's sitting on their Game Boys and phones all day. By the smell of it, the goats come in here. Ooh. As you can see, it's a swallow's nest, I think, up there. Again, built very similar to the one that we was in earlier. Even thicker window there. Got a bit of a wooden lintel going on, which is quite soft. Maybe that's where they slept, where they sat.
I can imagine when all this was occupied, the valley floor would have been empty. It's where it would have been sheep grazing and maybe some crop rearing. But you can see now where, rather than take over the existing houses, as the people returned to the area, they started to build their own dwellings and established a new town.
Kevin's got the drone up. We're allowed to put the drone up here. We wasn't allowed to put it up at the other place. So he's going to have a quick scoot around to show you guys. We're not one for doing research, as you know. Why is one of those things? Because you like to find things out for yourself. Sometimes you can be influenced by other people. So somebody asked me if I knew about this place. I hadn't had a quick look. I thought that would fascinate me. I know it would interest Kevin as well. Hence we're here. And yeah, it just makes you just want to be like a sponge and absorb all there is about this part of history. But it's dark. There's not a lot of history that's not dark, that's not tinged with bloodshed and sadness, grief and sorrow. There is an atmosphere here, but it's just a sad atmosphere, like people had to leave here ASAP. As soon as they got, you're allowed to go and we won't trouble you. Taking what they could probably, not knowing what was in store for them when they went home, which to some might have been home or home of their ancestors. But this was their home. This is where they got married, gave birth, laughed, cried, buried their dead. What makes home? For me, home is where I feel comfortable, no matter where it is in the world. Home with me is where Kevin is, where I feel safe. And I've been many places. And I do feel at home here. I really feel, not this particular village, this country. I feel safe, I feel comfortable, I feel welcomed.
There we go, folks, seen from the old times, goats wandering around the streets.
So we had some Turkish tea, and the lady, I did feel bad for her, said that for nearly 2 years they've had hardly any visitors. So obviously she's found that very hard, but I bought some lace from her. So these take about 5 or 6 days to make, and she was charging 100 lira.
Yeah, 100 lira.
Yeah, and I got a little purse for me, a little Turkish lira. And then she gave me another piece as a present, which I felt really bad for, but she said it's the first money. I don't know if she meant for the day, for the week, I don't know, but got a little bit emotional. And then she wanted a picture taken, so that was really nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So guys, if you come this way, the little Turkish lady at the beginning in the ticket office, go and have some tea with her. She only charges 10 lira for certain. It was nice tea, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, yeah.
Some of it's really strong, but hers was nice.
Yeah.
So we will see you again another time. thanks for coming with us. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification button. You know the usual thing.
Yeah, share it.
You want to, yeah,
Share it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a new thing for us, sharing it.
Yeah, share it. Anyway, see you again soon, guys. Bye.